So today I'm in Tokyo and have a bit of time to spare before going to Osaka, so I thought I'd go to Yomiuriland. Now it's particularly interesting as to get there, you have to go by cable car. It's nice on the way up here as well, in that you get a really nice view out over Shinjuku and Tokyo. The park is situated on the west side of Tokyo, and the cable car can easily be accessed by public transport. It has 4 roller coasters, and it's also got several other smaller attractions, along with some rather weird stuff too. The highlight, of course, is the big coaster here called Bandit. It's kind of like a hyper coaster. It's not quite tall enough to be a hyper, but it's combined with being a terrain coaster. So although it's not over 200 feet tall, which makes it a hyper coaster, the actual change in elevation from the top of the lift hill to the lowest point is well over 200 feet. When I was here last, there was actually the remains of one quite strange ride called Twist Coaster Robin. Now it's got a funny history, whereby it was only open for a couple of days, if that. I believe there was an accident when 2 of the empty cars collided after one rolled back on the lift hill. Fortunately, nobody was injured, but after that, the ride remained permanently closed, and was eventually removed, making it one of the shortest lived coasters ever. Now you can see the first drop of Bandit here, which looks pretty cool. And I also think it's pretty neat that I'm in a cable car and it's going underneath the track. From up here, you get a really nice view of the layout of the coaster and how it interacts with the terrain. There isn't really another coaster quite like it. In fact, I'd say its layout compares more closely to that of a wooden terrain coaster, such as the Beast or Boulder Dash. You also see it's got a pretty big helix, and I seem to remember that being fairly intense and a bit on the rough side. When I was here the last time, Bandit actually had 2 different kind of variations. One which got you soaked with water as you rode on it. You had to choose which side you went on in the queue, left or right. One of them got soaked, the other one didn't. And it wasn't all that clear in English as to which one was which. The park looks pretty quiet today though, so should be good to get a couple of rides in. Over here we have the standing and loop coaster in green and pink. It's actually got a switch track in the station and 2 different trains, one standing and one sitting. This means that you end up getting 2 quite different experiences depending on which train you ride. Now, whilst Bandit is the clear standout amongst the coasters, there was actually a new coaster since the last time I visited, one called Spin Runway. It's a Gerstlauer spinner, but it's got like a dark ride section beforehand. The queue line's actually really well themed. It's themed around fashion, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it's themed around fashion. But yeah, the queue line's really well themed, going through like different materials and things. And you get on the spinner and it's got like a button that you press in the middle. You go through like a dark ride section which tells you to press the button, and I'm honestly not sure if the button does anything during then. But then you go up this spiral lift hill and there's a video screen all the way around, and on that video screen it's like a Flappy Bird sort of game, and when you press the button your kind of Moomin character moves up and down and you've got to try and get items of clothing. It's a bit strange. After that the spinning coaster begins, and it starts off pretty tame, but towards the end it gets really, really spinny. That could just be because my car was a bit unbalanced and just me in it. But it was quite intense. Like at the end of it, like the car was spinning loads. I actually felt a bit dizzy. It was good fun though, and like something that's pretty uniquely Japanese. This was far from the strangest thing at the park though. As you can see, I saw a man driving a box. Or a desk. And I have no idea why. I remember last time I was here, I did one of the haunts, which was interesting to say the least. It confused the hell out of me. When I was here at the park, it had some co-promotion with a Japanese pop group called Green, with lots of E's in the green part. And through that, they sponsored a lot of the attractions. So on the giant Ferris wheel, one of the cars of it was green. Well, the weird thing about this green band is they're all dentists. That's the key thing. So this haunt was based around bringing toothpaste to some monster for... oh no, it was denture adhesive to a monster. It was kind of odd. I mean, yeah, I think there was was kind of your typical Japanese haunt. Well paced, but weird. They actually gave me English instructions for the haunt, which I will now recite for you word for word. Welcome to Mukuroya Inn. Did you ever notice a creature on the roof of Mukuroya? If not, you should be very careful. The creature, called Kappa, uses witchcraft. Once they touch a part of your body, a mark of the hand will be left on it, and you will soon be one of them, Kappa. The creature on the roof is aiming at you to attack, as it did to Green, a famous pop group in Japan. Now all of Green members are becoming Kappa. They need your help immediately. Please lend a helping hand to Green. But how can you help them out? The answer is very simple. First, you help Kappa, then it will let the members go. Now Kappa is suffering from terrible headache due to dish on the head coming off. Kappa is a creature which has got a dish on its head. When the dish is dry or coming off, it is distressed with headache to death. It doesn't behave because of awful headache, they say. Now Green members have got an idea of how to easily help Kappa out. Attach the dish to its head by using denture adhesive cream. So please bring denture adhesive cream to unfortunate Kappa. It is your turn. Kappa is now waiting for someone to help in Mukuroya. Your role. Please come into the inn and bring denture adhesive cream with you to Kappa. The Kappa is somewhere in wooded area, having leaves. When you find Kappa, please put the cream in the red circle on the board. The red circle is surrounded by Kappa's arms. Then the headache will be relieved and Green members will be released. Note: please do not touch any gimmick or object in the house. They are feeble. Apart from the weird stuff, there's actually a decent selection of flat rides as well, and I also had a really nice lunch in one of the restaurants there. When I was having my lunch, the waitress came over and was just desperate to speak English and tell me about her travels to Canada and how she wanted to visit Europe, but just very friendly. It's something you find in Japan in general. People are just as helpful as they can be. Even if they don't speak any English at all, then they'll go out of their way to help you in any way possible. It's a really nice country in that respect. Overall, I had a really nice time at Yomiuriland. Whilst I couldn't spend the whole day there, as I had a train to catch to Osaka later on, it made a really fun excursion, and I say Bandit is a must ride if you're ever in Tokyo. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you again in another one very soon.